When people look at channels like this, they often expect polished success stories. They want the shiny side of investing, the highlight reel, the part where everything works out and the money just flows in. But here's the truth. Real wealth is built on lessons. And most of those lessons, they're born out of mistakes. That's why today I want to share something deeply personal with you. My three biggest investment mistakes, the ones that hurt the most, the ones I wish I could go back and warn my younger self about, and more importantly, the ones that you can easily avoid starting right now. And listen, don't think of this as me just telling stories. I want you to see yourself in these mistakes, because if you can recognize them before you make them, you're already 10 steps ahead. And trust me, it's a lot easier to learn from someone else's pain than from losing your own money. So let's jump in. 5 seconds in, imagine a quick clip rolling, something dynamic, then back to me, speaking directly to you. Because what I'm about to tell you, it might save you years of frustration. Mistake number 1, chasing quick money. When I first started investing, I had one thing on my mind: fast results. I thought the whole point of investing was to double your money overnight, to find that magic stock, that crypto coin, that opportunity everyone else was sleeping on. And for a little while, it felt exciting. It felt like gaming, where you're rushing to the next level, speed running without stopping to enjoy the game. But here's what really happened. I rushed in without knowing the rules, and I paid the price. I bought stocks just because they were trending on social media. I put money into projects I didn't understand. I chased hype like it was oxygen, and at first, sometimes it worked. The small wins tricked me. They made me think, see, I'm a natural at this. But the big losses came fast and they hurt even more. I'll never forget watching my portfolio drop 50% in a single week because I had thrown money at something I didn't even believe in. It felt like a punch in the stomach. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Slow and steady beats fast and risky. It's like sports. If you go to the gym one time and lift as heavy as possible without warming up, sure, you might impress yourself for a minute. But chances are you'll pull a muscle, maybe even injure yourself so badly that you can't train for weeks. Compare that to someone who starts light, builds up consistency, and over time becomes genuinely strong. Who's really winning? The same goes for investing. And here's the part that's going to motivate you. Avoiding this mistake is unbelievably easy. All you need to do is flip your mindset from get rich quick to get rich certain. You don't need to gamble. You don't need to chase. You just need to focus on simple, proven strategies. Start with what you know. Learn the basics. Play the long game. Think of it like gaming again. If you try to glitch your way through every level, sure, maybe you'll skip ahead once or twice, but sooner or later you'll hit a wall and lose everything. But if you learn the game mechanics, practice your skills, and play smart, you're unstoppable. Mistake number 2, letting others think for me. Here's the second big mistake I made. I let other people make my decisions. I followed gurus. I copied what friends were doing. I trusted strangers on the internet more than my own judgment. And look, it's natural. We all want shortcuts. We all want to believe someone else has the secret code, the insider knowledge, the guaranteed win. But the truth? Nobody cares about your money as much as you do. When I followed hype without understanding, I wasn't just risking money. I was giving away my power. It's like in school when you copy someone else's homework. Maybe you get a passing grade that day, but when the test comes, you're lost, you're exposed, and the cost is much higher. One time, I remember putting almost all of my savings into a company just because a friend of a friend said it was a sure thing. No research, no digging into the numbers, just blind faith. And when it collapsed, I felt like a fool. But the real pain wasn't losing the money. It was realizing that I had ignored my own voice. I had handed the steering wheel of my financial future to someone who didn't even care if I crashed. So what's the lesson here? You are your own best financial advisor. Sure, you can learn from others. You can study, you can listen. But at the end of the day, you have to do your own thinking. You have to take responsibility. And the beautiful thing, it's easier than you think. Start small. Read a book about investing. Watch a few videos. Look at how companies actually make money. Ask yourself, does this make sense to me? If the answer is no, you don't need to touch it. If the answer is yes, move slowly, test the waters, build confidence. It's like in sports again. Imagine joining a soccer team and expecting your teammates to carry you every game while you never practice. Sure, maybe they cover for you once or twice, but eventually you'll get exposed. You've got to put in your own reps, your own drills, your own effort. That's what makes you reliable, valuable, strong. And the motivational part? You already have what it takes. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. If you can learn a new video game, figure out strategies, unlock achievements, why wouldn't you be able to understand how money works? It's the same muscle. Curiosity, practice, pattern recognition. Mistake number 3, depending on luck instead of systems. Now, this one is a big one. My third major mistake was depending on luck. I thought if I just timed the market right, if I just got lucky once, I'd make it big. But luck is not a strategy. Depending on luck is like building your house on sand. It might look fine for a while, but the first storm will wipe it out. I remember refreshing my trading app every 5 minutes, hoping the numbers would go up. It was exhausting. It felt like gambling. And you know what? Most of the time, I lost. Because hope is not a system. Wishing is not a plan. The lesson? Systems beat luck every time. In sports, you don't hope to win. You train, you prepare, you follow a routine. In gaming, you don't hope to beat the boss. You study the patterns, you practice your timing, you upgrade your character. And in investing, it's the same thing. You need a system. For me, that system became simple. Regular investments, no matter what the market was doing. Long-term perspective, no matter how tempting the quick wins seemed. Diversification so that one bad bet couldn't ruin me. Once I had that system, everything changed. Suddenly, I wasn't stressed. I wasn't glued to the charts. I was confident because I knew the process worked. And here's the motivational kicker. You can set up your own system today. It's not complicated. You can start with the tiniest amounts of money. You can automate it. You can make it boring, and boring is powerful because boring builds wealth. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't get excited about it, but you do it every day, and it keeps you healthy. The easiest way to avoid this mistake? Stop searching for the lottery ticket. Start building the machine. Wrapping it all together. So there you have it. My 3 biggest investment mistakes. Chasing quick money, letting others think for me, and depending on luck instead of systems. They cost me time, energy, and yes, money. But each mistake came with a gift. A lesson that I can now share with you. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. Wealth is built by ordinary people doing simple things consistently. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to have rich parents. You don't need insider secrets. You just need patience, responsibility, and systems. That's it. Think about it like this. If you play a game for long enough, you figure it out. If you practice a sport for long enough, you improve. If you save and invest with discipline for long enough, you get wealthy. It's not magic, it's math, it's mindset, and it's available to you right now. So let me ask you, which of these mistakes do you see yourself making? Be honest, because the moment you admit it, you take back control. And once you take control, the possibilities are endless. You don't have to repeat my mistakes. You don't have to lose money the way I did. You can start smarter, stronger, and more confident than I ever was. And that's the beauty of learning from others. You skip the pain and go straight to the progress. So here's your challenge. Pick one action today. Just one. Maybe it's reading about a company you're interested in. Maybe it's setting up a small automatic investment. Maybe it's writing down a system you can follow. Keep it simple. Keep it doable. And then repeat. That's how you win. Because wealth isn't built in one giant leap. It's built in small, consistent steps. And if you can avoid the 3 mistakes I made, you're already ahead of the game. Remember, slow and steady beats fast and risky. You are your own best advisor. Systems beat luck. And you? You've got what it takes. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, reminding you. The journey to financial freedom is easier than you think. All you have to do is start.